Today we're going to do a bounty hunt with a bit more depth to it, as whether or not by the epilogue you can do this bounty mission depends entirely on a decision that you made in the main story. So in order to tell this bounty story and do it justice, I need to tell it chronologically. To do that, we need to first take a look at the chapter 2 mission called Polite Society Valentine Style, in which Arthur, Uncle, Tilly, Karen and Mary Beth head into Valentine. Once there, the party splits up, with Arthur and Uncle heading to the general store and Karen, Tilly and Mary Beth looking for leads. After finishing up at the general store, Arthur and Uncle await the women to return, the first of which being Mary Beth, who after a brief conversation points out where Tilly is.
Oh, there's Tilly over there. That does not look ideal.
Excuse me.
You thought I wouldn't find you, Tilly?
You can go kiss a damn snake. That's one of them.
Get your hands off her, friend.
Who are you?
A friend of mine.
Get off her.
Or what exactly?
You want to find out?
You're making a big mistake, Tilly Jackson.
Just get lost.
I ain't doing this with you.
Go wait with Uncle and Mary Beth. They're across the street.
Okay. Thanks, Arthur.
What was that all about?
Just someone I used to know.
Uncle! Look after her!
We find Tilly being harassed by this mysterious man, who is quite easily scared off by the sight of us. The next time we see this bloke is chapter 4, in a mission titled No, No and Thrice No, in which Tilly has been abducted.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan, we have a problem. A real problem. It's Tilly.
What?
She's been taken by them Foreman brothers she used to run with. Come along!
The Foreman brothers, what are they doing here?
Well, I don't know what they've been doing here, but I can tell you what they're going to be doing here. Dying.
Sure. Do we need more guns?
You and I can handle this, Arthur.
She's in the roads?
No. She's at a place called Bradley's house, just west of there.
How do you know?
When we first got here, she told me she was worried that our camp was near a safe house that gang she ran with you. From time to time.
And you told Dutch?
No. She spoke to me in confidence. I suppose I didn't think it would be a problem.
Now it is.
Oh, yes.
What do they want with her anyway? I think I saw one of the Foremans hassling her and Valentine.
Yes. They probably followed us down here. You don't know what happened? She killed one of them, for good reason, but clearly they don't see it that way.
Tilly?
Yes. Young Tilly Jackson isn't as sweet and innocent as you might think. Kind sir, we're lost and in need of some help.
Get out of here!
Oh, I see that kindly face of yours, and I know that for the right inducement, a gentleman such as yourself could be mighty kind.
Now get out of here!
Oh, now you keep saying that. But you don't mean nothing by
I
it.
said...
You said your last... Well, what are you waiting for? Get in there and find our girl.
Sheriff!
Let's get you out of here. Hold on.
I thought there was...
It don't matter what you thought. It's okay. All right, let's go.
Oh, come along, miss. Thank you, both of you.
What happened?
It was Anthony Foreman. He thinks he owns me.
I remember. Where is he?
He went out hunting or something. There were 5 of them, I think.
Well, we killed those fellas there.
After chasing down and killing the remaining Foreman brothers on horseback, we finally catch up with Anthony Foreman and take him back to Tilly alive.
Do you have the first idea what you're getting into? I'm Anthony Foreman.
Well, thanks for the introduction, Anthony. Is that Foreman with an A? I want the Undertaker to spell it right.
Funny bastard. Who are you running with?
She didn't tell you?
She didn't tell me nothing. This rope is cutting into me.
Don't feel so good when you're the one tied up, does it?
She killed my goddamn cousin.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be seeing him soon enough.
What are you gonna do with me?
I ain't sure yet. Reckon I'll let Tilly decide what you deserve.
You're wasting your time with that girl. She's a liar. She'll screw you over like she did me. I should have shot the bitch yesterday like I...
All right. Here's your man.
So he's still alive then?
Ah,
Yes.
You see this girl? You leave her alone.
she killed my cousin.
Your goddamn cousin had it coming, Anthony Foreman!
I don't care if she shot your daddy and cooked your mama for breakfast. She's mine. She ate yours.
You know, a friend of mine, he always says, revenge is a fool's game. Now, you want all your boys dead? She had her reasons.
We was family, Tilly Jackson.
You Foreman boys ain't no kind of family I want.
Kill him, Arthur.
You want that?
I want him to go away and tell the remaining of his cousins and the clowns he rides with to leave me alone.
Now, you think you can do that, Anthony? Or should I slit your throat and just save us all the bother?
I'll leave you alone. History is done.
History is never done. It's your call, Arthur. But I'd slit his throat.
Go on.
Finish.
All right,
Let's get you home. Yeah!
get out of here.
If you spare his life in this mission, Anthony Foreman will become a bounty in the epilogue. You just need to head to the Saint Denis police station.
Bounty posters are stuck where they always are, sir.
Sure, I'll take a look.
And this poster is in the usual bounty board place. The wanted poster reads as follows. Wanted for an $85 reward, Anthony Foreman. Capture alive. He is the former leader of the Foreman brothers gang and is of dark complexion. Foreman was under sentence for robbery, pandering and blackmail and made his escape. He is known for violent behaviour and has been spotted in many of the establishments throughout the Saint Denis slums, including the tavern. So let's hear what the chief has to say about this one.
Anthony Foreman. Check that saloon in the slum for him. He might have a bounty on his head, but you'd hardly know it. Carries on about his business in the less salubrious parts of town, knowing the law won't dare to come looking.
Is it that you can't go into the slums to get Foreman? Or you won't?
That's a mighty forward line of inquiry. The slum dwellers can't be helped, sir, so we're not gonna try.
As a matter of fact, I heard about this fella years ago. What more can you tell me of him then?
He's a panderer, a thief, a cheat, a braggart, somewhat of a hero to a few mistaken fools. Simply put, the man is just bad for society.
Society. Well, it's what you make it. If that's all, I'll get after him.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but don't kill him. Make
And thus we're sent into the slums of Saint Denis, where the police don't dare to go unless you've committed a crime. Then they're all over the place in order to find Anthony Foreman. A great place to start your search would be the tavern slums, as this is where the icon for the bounty leads us to.
Hey you, what you looking for?
Can you help me find an Anthony Foreman?
Anthony Foreman?
This goddamn bounty.
Hey, where you going? Shit! Your pal just tripped me, but I'm still coming.
Unfortunately, I've had to steal a horse in order to catch this guy, but I'm sure the owner won't mind. After a brief chase, I managed to lasso Anthony Foreman, which feels awfully familiar.
Stop wriggling. Praise yourself lucky I want you alive.
Oh, I'm lucky, all right. Real lucky. Damn this all.
And just like that, we've captured Anthony Foreman once more. Let's take him back to the police station, see what he has to say along the way.
Come on. The chief wants to see you. Hey, I think you knew a friend of mine. Tilly Jackson.
Tilly Jackson? I ain't heard that name in a time. Hey, you're not the... No, he was bigger. Look, if you're with that other friend of hers, I promised to stay away, and I did. Don't bring me in because of Tilly Jackson. Things is long settled between us.
But I ain't bringing you in for Tilly Jackson. I'm bringing you in because they're paying me.
Been waiting for you to come here.
If my cousin was still here, you wouldn't have got me. I wouldn't have had to hide out in no slum, avoiding no bounty. When he got killed and we lost them other boys at Radley's house, that's when things went sour. The Foremans ain't been quite so much since then.
So essentially, after our encounter with the Foreman brothers in Chapter 4 at Radley's house, their gang began to fall apart.
Here's the station. I'm guessing you ain't on this side of town much.
I wouldn't piss on these people if they were burning.
Anthony Foreman. He ain't society's problem no more. He's yours.
Well, good to meet you finally, sir. I hope you find our accommodation suitable. Cells back there.
Sit down. Get comfortable.
I ain't going anywhere.
Well, you gonna want a hot bath after taking that trip through the slums.
Actually, I like the I'm worth every penny.
Well, the police department is being modernized. We're going to try and arrest our own criminals, so don't expect any more bounties here for a while.
So now Anthony Foreman is dealt with, there's something else that's quite curious about him showing up in Saint Denis of all places. Because though he has said he's put his grudge against Tilly Jackson behind him, guess who else you can find in the city of Saint Denis? You guessed it.
John Marston.
Miss Tilly.
That's Mrs. Tilly to you. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you? Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm well. Well and happy, and I miss you and Abigail.
She's well. Jack's well. All is well, I think. I never thanked you for what you did.
Oh, there's the trolley. I still think about all of you all the time. My life, it's different now.
Mine too. But I still see a bunch of Charles and Uncle and Sadie, so not quite so different as Abigail would like.
I married a lawyer. He's a fine man. We live in a house.
Us too.
I'm sorry, I've got to go. I'm late, but can I write to you and Abigail someplace?
Yeah, we're up at Beecher's Hope, over in Great Plains, West Elizabeth.
I'll try. Be well, John Marston.
Probably a coincidence, right? I mean, Saint Denis is quite a big place, but I thought it was worth mentioning just the same. But there's only one way to put any fears of retaliation to bed.
You don't want to do this.
And just like that, Anthony Foreman is no more. Consider it a moved up execution. But also consider it the next big headline, prisoner murdered in police station. But on a serious note, that concludes today's video on Anthony Foreman. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. That would be fantastic. And with any luck, I will see you all very soon with another video at some point. But until then, goodbye.